Yo, what up? We're Day 26, and you're tuned in to the Biz with D. Right here, right now. It's going down. Holla at your boys. We out.
What's going on, everybody? You're tuned back into the Biz with D, and right now, we got my brothers, Day 26. What's going on, fellas?
What up?
I'm glad to have y'all back to talk about this new EP.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, man.
So the return. Tell everybody about, the concept behind it, just in case they're a little bit behind in time.
Well, the whole concept behind the return is, we have been gone for so long, we definitely wanted something that's going to be, impressionable with, not only the fans, but, with everybody.
We've been away for a minute, so, outside of the obvious, us getting back together after so long, that right there is the return. Us returning to the fans, us returning back to R&B, returning back to just being one, returning back to being all 5 members. There's just a lot of things we can say with the return, and we're going to really make a stamp where people really understand exactly who Day 26 is. If you got a glimpse of who we were before, we want you to fully understand after this. I want you to fully understand how 5 amazing vocalists can get together, become a group, right in front of your very eyes, go through all the ups and downs that you guys saw us go through, the ups and downs of being with major labels to going independent, the whole 9 yards, and just watch how we can continue to follow our dream and continue to make great music for these fans and just guys ready for the return.
Absolutely.
Return.
The return. And now the single is Bullshit that was co-written by Robert. Tell us about the how you angled that whole perspective, Robert.
It's just like it's a saying I hear all the time, and everybody say it all the time about no matter what it is, like this some bullshit, that's some bullshit, man, you on some bullshit. Like I'm just used to hearing that. I'm used to hearing it a lot, and you know what I'm saying. I just try to, take that word and make it for us, some way to put it in the record. And then, we've all been through what the record is talking about in one way or another. It's pretty much kind of the life of an artist, real talk. Like when you're on the road a lot and when your girl knows you got a lot of females after you and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, the record don't tell whether we lying or telling the truth. So that's up for you to figure out. But, that's pretty much what it is.
Exactly. And now, how do you guys, going down the line, how do you guys handle that for instance?
Man, let me tell you something. I'm to the point where you gonna believe me or you ain't. Because it takes too much convincing for people that's not in that position. It's hard to understand the things that we go through, and the fans and all of those other things that we have to deal with being in the position that we in. And so I find that a lot of times when we talking to people that don't do what we do, it's hard for them to even understand. No matter how clear we make it or how true we are transparent we try to be, it just looks or feels some other kind of way. I'm a single man. The hardest thing it is for me to do right now is date, because as soon as I find a female that I like, the first thing she try to tell me is, well, don't be, I hope you don't think I'm one of them groupies. And real talk, she don't really try to act like she really like me as much as she really do, because she don't want to be a groupie. You know what I'm saying?
I hate that.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of you either get the groupies that's really overly groupied out, or you either get the girl that you really like and she don't want to be a groupie, so she don't really want to treat you. You know what I'm saying? The way that she really feel about you, because she don't want to be labeled as a groupie. So we deal with it a lot, but you got to come to a point where either you understand it or you don't. This the cross I got to bear. So it's a little harder, but we deal with it.
How about you, Mike?
Man, I don't even care no more about how that whole thing goes. Or like with hold on, wait a minute. Ask that question again.
How do you feel when in a situation like that?
Actually, in a situation like with women.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, for me, like I said, I don't really pay too much of any attention now, because my whole focus is my career. So I look at it like this: I got a lot of things on my mind. It's like I have a big dream. So if you can't, be a part of his dream, then you can't do me.
I think that hits it on the nose for all of y'all, pretty much.
What?
Oh man. So I know there's a another record that's called Impossible. The fans will actually get to hear. Well, by the time they hear this, they have already heard it. So tell me, you know, how it was recording Impossible, because it definitely is a true 6 record. How was that?
Well, you know, that was always amazing. I think, I mean, that's right there was like the essence of us. That was the first record we recorded that really gave us that true Day 26 R&B, we back feel. You mean, because we back. This project we want to tap into a lot of different things that were not usual to the fans. So when we had that record, we was like, okay, cool. This is one right here is going to remind them of who we are. If they ever forgot, if they ever had any doubts or anything, this right here was going to stamp it on their head that, you know, hey, this is Day 26, and you're going to respect that regardless.
Now, Shawnee wanted me to ask y'all a question about, you know, what was the most difficult thing about recording this EP and being in 5 different states?
That right there alone, that right there, being in 5 different places and trying to get this project done. But, you know, by the grace of God and, you know, great minds, by the grace of God and great minds, you know, we actually were able to pull it off, you know.
Hey, and the power of technology. Let me say the power of
technology, man. You know what? I mean, you know, go back to God, you know. Because, you know, God, you know, enabled, you know, a man to create. So therefore, God. I'm just playing. Don't make me start preaching, man. I'm just playing. Oh boy. Oh man.
Cool. And then Ebony wanted to know now, how would you say this project is different between, you know, the first 2 albums, because this is an EP, which a lot of people don't get. What's the difference between the projects?
Well, the main difference is that it's all Day 26 creatively. We worked in the last 2 albums were great, you know, and I love the producers that we work with, and it was a great opportunity to get to work with. Some of them are my favorite producers and people I dreamed about working with. But the difference this time is that it's all Day 26. So when you hear this EP, you're not hearing, you know, somebody's impression of us or what somebody gave us. You hear what's coming straight from Day 26, from our hearts, from our, you know what I'm saying, our talent, our outlook on R&B music.
And you mentioned the fact of, you know, you guys writing and producing and getting people that, you know, really know the core sound. Now, working with independent versus the major producers, how would you say it was kind of making that transition? Because, you know, it's always different each time.
Well, not to take anything away from, you know, the I don't want to say major producers, but, you know, the producers that we worked with before, and, you know, and I mean it's with, you know, the utmost respect to each and every one of them. It just seems like the producers that we're working with now are extremely hungry. Not saying that the producers that we worked with before aren't hungry. It's just that these guys are really, really hungry, and it's almost like they got something to prove. So, I mean, they definitely, you know, were giving their all. Any and everything that we asked of them, they did it, like, immediately, like, no second guessing, there was no why or nothing like that. It was like, okay, cool. And it was done, like, within minutes, you know. So that right there alone, to me, was a huge difference in, you know, what we had, you know, done before.
And just to add off that, man, just even outside of just the producers alone, man, just the amount of people who've been coming in and dedicating their hard-earned time, man, and just making sure this project becomes a reality, man, it's been just amazing, man. I thank God for the hearts of these people who've been just jumping out on a limb and doing it. And back to the producers, man. The producers came in, like Brian said, man, and they gave it their all. And, you know, and these were just hungry producers, man, who just really want to be a part of the project, who really believe in the group Day 26 and really want to make a stand for themselves. I mean, even if they never heard anything before, they just talented like that. And some of the producers out right now use these type of guys just like this and keep stamping their name on it. So it's like, you know, the quality is still amazing. You know what I mean? So we working on with some monsters on the project for sure.
Definitely.
And on top of that, just to add the last thing to that, you know, a lot of the producers, another difference is that the respect we get, like, not saying that none of the other producers respected us, but you got to realize when you got a producer doing your record that already got 1 million hits, he pretty much got a formula to how he do his thing, and that's pretty much how it is. So when you get in with that producer, it's little room for creativity, and, you know, it leaves really little room when you dealing with producers like that. But seeing that the producers that we're dealing with now, they have a different respect for us because, you know, a lot of them don't have 1 million hits on the radio, and a lot of them haven't been recognized for the great producers that they are already. So, like, the respect on our end and for our creativity of what we're trying to do actually came out more with the producers that we're working out with now.
And now I know with the new project coming out, you guys got the road to Essence. You guys are doing the Essence Festival too, but you guys are doing the BET Experience, and you guys haven't been a part of the BET Experience since 2009. How does that feel to be, you know, have that opportunity to be back with BET?
Man, that's BET. That's an honor in itself, you know. BET is, you know, has given birth to some of our favorite, you know, artists, you know, people that, you know, that we've grown up, like, listening to. So, you know, for us to be gone, like I said before, like, for us to be gone for so long, and for BET to still have the love that they have for us and still be rocking with us, man, like, that right there is a blessing in itself, man. Like, it's an honor to be a part of the BET Experience. We're looking forward to it. You know, we're you know, kind of like dedicating everything that we're doing right now to the BET Experience. You know, that's why we're calling it the road to BET. You know, right now, and then of course, you know, it'll be on to the next. You know, as far as the Essence is concerned. But right now, you know, it's the road to BET.
And now, quiet minds are wondering exactly what you guys are doing with Essence. I won't say, but what are you guys exactly doing?
Hey, you gotta be there to find out.
I'm not going to spill the beans, so there goes the answer. They asked me to ask y'all, and that's it. Now, going down the line, your favorite records on the EP. Starting with Brian.
Man, that's hard. It's that's hard to, like, choose, like, you know, just one record off the EP. But if I had to choose one, it would have to be Russian Roulette. Simply because everything that song is something that somebody has, you know, gone through, you know, as far as, like, you know, being in love and, you know, being at a crossroads in love. Like to me, that is the epitome of what love is, you know. You know, sometimes, you know, you have to sacrifice in love, and, you know, one person takes more than the other, or, you know, vice versa, or whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, love is like Russian roulette. So, like, to me, that right there to me is one of my favorite songs that we've done.
This is Robert. I'm just gonna go next because it's my favorite song as well, Russian Roulette. And I just love it because vocally we really got the show out on there. I think people that listen.
And that's, hey, and Robert wrote some crazy. Woo! I'm sorry.
You're crazy, bro. But yeah, man, we got on the Russian Roulette record. To me, it's I love concept songs first of all, and it's a great concept. The way the writer decided, you know, to put the words and not make it so straightforward and make it like a metaphor. I think that's one of my reasons that it's one of my favorite. And then, like I said, vocally, if you listen to Day 26 for good vocals, it's definitely one of them songs where you gonna rewind it more than once. So I'm gonna go with Russian Roulette as well.
You know, and this is Will speaking. I know I would have jumped on the Russian Roulette bandwagon because, you know, and Brian and Rob, you know, I called them both and told them, you know, this song is out of here. But I gotta break up the monotony of it all and say, You're Worth It. I like a record called You're Worth It. It's a really dope record that we have on the EP. Shows a lot of harmony. It's different, and the concept of it is different as well. Instead of telling the girl you want to just tear to pieces like every other song that's on the radio, this right here. He's worth the wait. You know, so I mean, I think people are going to get into it. I mean, even though it still has, you know, some of today's lingo. So when you hear it, you'll know what today's lingo is.
Yeah.
Because my favorite one is Impossible.
Yeah, that is a big record. And you sang your face off on it.
My favorite one.
Q, my favorite one is Bullshit.
What's going on, Q? You came out the cut.
Hey, man, I've been in the phone. I was waiting for you to ask me a question.
What up, little bro?
Now, Q, let me ask you, how does it feel to be back with the rest of the guys?
Honestly, it feels like a new wave, and it's very exciting. I'm kind of just getting back in the groove and the wave of Day 26 as far as, like, you know, singing and choreography and stuff, getting back on the same page. But besides that, everything's been pretty cool.
And I'm going to tell y'all my favorite from the EP. Mine is R&B Singer. Now, that shit's crazy. Tell me about
That's what's up.
Tell me about the process of recording that, because that's the next hit, if you ask me.
Man, you know what? As you can hear in the vocals of that record, that's a firm record. Like, pretty much everybody that went in the booth on that record, it wasn't just we wasn't just singing. You know, everybody's pretty much dancing at the mic. You know, hands up. It keep you with that feel, even though it's not like a really up tempo record. It's still up tempo, and you know, so we was everybody just kind of excited in the studio. We did this song. It was easy to do, and it's like an easy hit. You know what I'm saying? I love an easy single.
Definitely. And let's take it back to go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, you finished, because I was going to wrap it up, but you finished.
I wasn't even saying that. I just agreed to everything everybody else was saying. So don't argue with me in the interview.
Hey, we talking about the hardcore here, Will.
Y'all so damn stupid, yo.
They be like, next thing you know, they be like, Day 26 and David Duane are arguing on interview. Somebody say blog. Yeah, it's what we do. Nah, but I was going.
Hey, David, we go way back to who in the hell is David DB?
Yeah. and the real Day 26 fans would know about that one right there.
Yeah.
So now, how would you guys say you guys are feeling about the response to Bullshit just overall? How's that feedback?
Oh man.
This is Will speaking, man. I tell you, I don't get into a lot of blog stuff or whatever, but even when I'm, you know, I think a lot of fans that come directly to me, they love the record. You mean, it's something different, and of course, you know, when you try something different, you're gonna always get people who's gonna be late responders, who's gonna, you know, want you to just be singing, you know, ooh da dee doo da doo, up until you're dead and you're old and gray. But then, you mean, once they get a chance to feel it, I think. You mean, the response has been actually pretty good. You mean, people really rock with the record, and I think once, you know, we start the radio run, it's gonna grow a lot more. So, you mean, I'm rocking with the response overall.
Yeah, definitely. We did a concert in Detroit 2 weeks ago, and I didn't expect it, because when we got to the single Bullshit, I didn't think nobody really knew it yet, and they sung the record with us, which was amazing. And you know, so that right there alone let me know that the fans. I don't know about how the industry or, you know, what the bloggers are saying or anything like that, but I know as far as our fans, they rocking with it. To know the words of the record like 2 days after it then dropped, like, and we performed, and then, you know, they know words, that's great.
All right, well, fellas, thanks so much for this interview and coming back. I do appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having us.
I appreciate you, bro.
Thanks for having me.
Now, anytime. So tell everybody, as far as like y'all social media, Instagram, Twitter, just in case they're slow, tell them where they can follow y'all and keep up with the movement.
Okay.
Yo, man, y'all just follow the official Day 26 Twitter, which is Day 26 Official. And you can follow that, the official Day 26 Instagram as well, which is official Day 26. And you can get all of our Twitters, our Facebooks, our Instagrams, our everything from that. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys so much for supporting Day 26. Pray y'all continue to keep doing that. We're nothing without y'all, man. We love each and every one of y'all.
Yes, we do.